The video opens with a confident boast about hiring the absolute best, most aggressive attorney around, backed by an elite team of ninjas, capable of running covert forward operations to lock down a defense. This security is short-lived, however, as the scene shifts drastically. A car is shown engulfed in bright, leaping flames in the middle of a quiet neighborhood, its horn blaring a continuous, deafening alarm. The chaotic tone intensifies inside a suburban house. A frantic confrontation breaks out in a small bathroom, where one man is cornered while using the toilet. Accusations fly regarding a breach of trust, leaking names, places of employment, and sensitive information about family members. In a fit of desperate anger, a stash of contraband valued at $40,000 is violently snatched and threatened to be flushed down the drain. The argument boils over into bitter resentment regarding a massive, sickening mess left behind after 2 hours of scrubbing. This leads to a harsh reminder of a sacred, binding agreement made earlier, a coin flip that decided their division of labor, demanding that the dirty work waiting down in the basement finally be dealt with. The focus shifts to an underground laboratory operation, highlighting a new, chemically distinct product that boasts an unconventional blue color. Despite the change in raw ingredients, its exceptional chemical purity is undeniable. A volatile drug kingpin inspects the vibrant shards, sampling the batch before exploding into a manic, ecstatic outburst over its sheer quality. Weights are officially verified on a digital scale at a precise 4.6 pounds, cementing a highly lucrative yet deeply dangerous partnership. A somber, bluesy musical montage cuts through the tension, reflecting on a sudden silence from someone who used to talk quite a lot, leaving behind a lingering existential dread. A group of teenagers loiters outside a convenience store, pooling their meager cash to scout out a legal adult who might be willing to buy them a six-pack of beer. They pass on a busy businessman and eventually corner an older man, spinning a lie about forgetting their identification. The plan backfires instantly when an undercover police officer catches them red-handed, giving the main teenager a severe final warning. Later, a tense family discussion unfolds in a kitchen. Whispers circle around the boys acting out as a manifestation of adolescent growing pains, fueled by the stressful news of his father's severe illness. However, the conversation takes a shocking turn when a secret is inadvertently spilled. It wasn't the teenager caught experimenting with substances, but rather the father himself, leaving the family completely blindsided and desperate to stage an intervention. Deep in a barren, dusty desert landscape, a high-stakes standoff reaches a critical tipping point. Caught in the crosshairs of ruthless captors, a captive chemist makes a last-ditch plea for survival. He attempts to leverage his unique value, offering to completely pull back the curtain on his pristine chemical recipe in exchange for their lives. The grueling desert sun beats down mercilessly as a thick, suffocating cloud of toxic gas begins to billow outward, triggering a desperate scramble for survival as characters struggle to breathe through the fumes. The narrative transitions into a heavily guarded, industrial-style compound where a tense negotiation is underway. A dealer presents a pristine, crystalline product to a volatile distributor named Tuco, attempting to secure a massive payout of $35,000 for a single pound. The deal quickly goes south when Tuco insists on taking the product on consignment rather than paying cash up front. When his authority is questioned, Tuco erupts into a terrifying fit of rage, brutally beating a man unconscious right in front of his horrified partner to assert absolute dominance over the territory.
The final segment returns to a tense domestic setting, weighed down by paranoia over a family connection to the DEA. An argument breaks out over a horrific stomach-churning task, disposing of a body. One partner admits to bypassing instructions to buy a specific plastic bin, opting instead to drag the remains into a standard upstairs porcelain bathtub. The deadly consequence of this shortcut manifests moments later. With a sickening crash, the ceiling completely gives way under the second-floor bathroom, sending a horrific slurry of melted plaster, blood, and liquid remains crashing down into the hallway below. The video closes on a grim, dark-humored chemistry lesson. Hydrofluoric acid will not corrode plastic, but it will completely dissolve metal, glass, ceramic, and everything holding a house together.